Hello and welcome. Right, for me, this is like stepping back quite a long time. Yeah, bought a new hard drive, which I'd already harped on about, but obviously the footage is lost. And we'd done everything. Yeah, both of these fields here we'd done. And the one good thing is that we'll have the courseplay courses. Yeah, it is. It is gutting. I always find this is well more gutting than you'd think it should be. It's just two episodes, basically. Or I think it was one big episode. Yeah, luckily I've gone to the backup save because obviously it would have made no sense me carrying on. So I just thought I'd leave a little bit of a sort of reminder because trouble is, if you don't explain what's happened, you're a bit gutted and you can be a bit down. Yeah, it does gut me more than it should. I don't know why it does, but it does. So then, in recap, yeah, what have we got to do this session? We've got all of the bales. Now, last time I left them because we half baled the fields. I completely foraged that, didn't do any bales. Because this is a little bit further out of the way, I set the baler going whilst I was doing, and it was a good plan. It worked quite well. There's a lot of cleanup because it's very circular. There's a lot of so it means there's a lot of corners on this, even here where you're like going around and then around again, and then it goes in, so you go around again. It's all turns. So because of that, there's a lot of corner swishes. So I had to do a couple of loads of forage, cleanup. Basically, I did a monster cleanup session, and the two recordings are on the brand new hard drive that failed. So I've got to send that back today. But it is what it is. But at least it was. We're not gone too far back. We've basically got one sort of session. I believe I probably no, of course, because we've not done that. Now, have we got the? No, that's the baler. We just want to check where the. That's right. We've just done the. I'm hoping we've done this. Yeah, the straw's still to do. Got the header to send back, which last time I remembered did before I started the cameras. But this time, well, I'm a bit gutted if I'm honest. Yeah. So, did we have the animals to do this morning? No, they're completely done. Milk, the lot is all gone and just ticking up again. The chickens are happy. Basically everything we've got is just to sell this time. So if we look in here, yeah, we've got a canola, which that does need moving. It does. Although to be honest, I think what we'll do is we'll move the canola. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. I'm going to say because we've got the I was going to say olive oil, sunflower oil to do when we do that field too. It wouldn't matter if we took it all in at that point. So yeah, I'm quite happy. So then we will go through till tomorrow morning, September morning, where we should see quite a bit of action. We'll get the animals done and all of that type of stuff. So let's go over to the farm. And it is now remind me. The one good thing is in these situations, the things that you had, like these in the sales, they are completely different. But when I say that, I think there's a bit of a change. I remember I did this once before, and what happened the next day was the same as I'd seen already. Never used to be like that, but we shall see. And it is 9 o'clock in the morning, not 8. Yes, I'm intrigued as to whether this is, as I remember it, the items that came up the next morning, or whether it is brand spanking new. Because it used to be, because the amount of times on YouTube I've said basically that yeah, the good. Oh, it is different. Wow, it is completely different. Wow, it is. Yeah, this is the 8, isn't it? Of course, it would be the 8. It wouldn't be the 9, would it? This is what I call the lurcher. Now then, I think we've got a good enough team, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's a good tractor. It is the fan, if a little lurchy. But to be honest, I was saying this in one of those sessions. That is now lost, and that is the fact that it is new though. That is quite amazing. Oh, and that as well. But this late in the Let's Play, we really don't need it. We've already got water tankers coming over us. That, however, that's not a bad one for like the farm. I do say this, I have started to do this. I am buying things that the farm would want that would be useful to the farm and that type of thing, really. Sugar and potatoes, the whole shebang is very, very worth that. So we will buy that. Fantastic. We'll also quickly send that back while we're not viewing it. And we will get on with the animals. We can hear clucking outside, and we can see that those two fields are ready. So, do we set the harvester going? See, last time I was a bit more. Yeah, that's what I'm sort of saying. You're gutted in these sort of situations. It really does gut you, and you sort of like you're in a bit of a down, or I am. I mean, I have clicked you. Should be. I was going to say. Literally, it's about 10 seconds. We did this last time, so let's. I followed one of these, and it was a class as well. It was a grey colour with red. Yeah, very, very unique class. It was one of the real big ones as well. I mean, monstrously big. Yeah, he actually pulled over and let me and another car get past because we've been like trailing it for a goods about 2 miles. Not that I was really complaining, it was actually quite nice. It would have been nicer if the light levels were better. It was very dark, so it's going to be fun. There's just very little turning space. One of those few inches at a time jobs. Fantastic, thank you very much, cars, for your patience. So then, let's get this show on the road. We are going to need, we may as well grab the header now. And we could also be really clever, get the baler to follow too. I'm going to do exactly as I did last time, because I found quite a good way to carry this lengthways. Which I have done before, because it's not terribly long. It's not like carrying a 12 metre. Not that this could cope with the weight anyway, it's a monster, but it's more about the realism. You can really. And what I did last time was more carried it up like that, rather than. I think the visibility would still be fairly reasonable. Actually, yeah, not bad at all. Yep, fine. Oh, forgot there's another view as well. So let's get the baler. This session last time I didn't time lapse, but it was a bit of a monster, so I think I'm going to go into a time lapse and we are going to get some baling and get that other field done. We might do this in 2 sessions, so do I time lapse it or do we just get cracking? Yeah, we'll chat. We will. There's been a lot of time lapse, and there always is. I always think you've got to sort of compress. If somebody ever wanted to watch the entire series, it's not too painful watching the work. Whereas if you don't time lapse it, like listening to me waffle on for like an hour and a half, sometimes a bit much. Because it's really it's a record of how we did on the yeah. The other thing I suppose I was going to say, if we're not going to time lapse, then I'm going to say what I was sort of talking about. It is amazing. Obviously, it's approaching the end of FS22, and I was going over a bit of a recap, and also about the direction that the channel I'm hoping is going to take in FS25. So, yeah, I've said for a sort of few sessions about, you know, this is on hard economy, and we've actually done all right on hard economy. We've not lent too heavily on the fertilizer either. So, no, I don't think this will like it because of the. Yeah, it's a collision malarkey. Alright, so we're sort of going to have to pull this forward a bit. And then just pull them two off the road for a minute. Yeah, just get Lando back in here. And then we'll come back for these two in a minute. Because when it's carrying something, they just do not like the workers. It's a collision. That's all they can see, the collision. So it's a bit of a pain. But It is what it is. We have to live with the mechanics. So then let's get this plus switch. Really, we don't really need to. Yeah, so I'll use this session. I won't time lapse it, but we'll have a bit of a chat about the direction I'd like to go in FS25, and so sort of a bit of a recap on FS22. Some of the things I was sort of saying in the sessions that were gone, because I was sort of recapping over yeah, a lot of things. The journey on FS22, the ups and the downs, and where I was obviously talking about, no, let's just forget about what we were talking about. Let's just talk about it again, something. Because I'll probably get it better this time because you've already been over it and you like think, nah, that was, I should have said that. That was like a waste of 10 minutes. So yeah, so if I pull this over and let the wheel loader, this is probably one of the widest spots. The only trouble, in real life, hedges are a little bit forgiving. In this, not so much. Right, let's grab the baler. Not that it's important at the minute, but it will be at some point soon. Yeah, I was sort of like saying about the changes that have been in the game, and also was saying that I was quite pleased with some of the progress I'd made. My reversing, I've noticed when you sort of look at how you were a year ago, and I can certainly see the improvement in myself with my reversing. Don't mean we all get bad days. I've always said that, bad day at the office, where you still bang into things and all the rest. But as a rule of thumb, most of the time I don't worry about it anymore. I actually quite enjoy reversing. Sometimes a little too much, because I can just jump in and reverse halfway around the yard, which I think, should you really be doing that? Does everybody want to see you reversing all the way around the... And obviously the other thing is some vehicles are a little bit slow in reverse. So yeah, you've got to choose your reversing vehicles wisely. But yes, I was... now let's not talk in the past tense. Let's just crack on with life and ignore the fact we've lost all of that footage. Now then, let's see if I can do this better. Because this time last time I did this, I didn't do a very good job. So what are we going to do? How are we going to improve that this time? Well, that's not an improvement. Yeah, this is it. It's a bit tighter, actually. There's not much wiggle room, but I could lift it over. That might be a sensible thing to do. So if we drop that like that. It's weird. There's a certain... Right, let's stop the baler. Thank you very much, young lady, for your assistance. We will be requiring your help in a few minutes. Certainly will. So then if we twist, turn that around a little, you can actually usually nudge it better with your wheels in these sort of circumstances. I'm not sure about that. We'll do it in stages. I got myself almost ran over some of the crop going the other way, so yeah, sometimes a rerun can be quite useful. So then let's see, but I'm going to crash through the window of the caravan like I did last time almost, so it's not really... I suppose we've always got the third dimension of height, which you can use to your advantage, really. So if we... That's not too far off. And then let's go through the gate, open that, and we can hide the wheel loader as we did last time over this side of the farm, so it's out of the way of the harvester. It's quite a jut out there. It like sort of goes post, really juts out. Now we've got the baler this side, so we've got everything we need. Except I believe we're probably short a trailer. Last time we got the big blue. Well, really, I suppose what we ought to be doing is getting ready. Yeah, let's grab a trailer. I think Yeah, this one will do. I actually got the big one, but it's got food in at the minute, and I emptied it. But you know, this time let's just get the harvest underway. In fact, I could be setting that going now. It's not going to need this straight away. So then, harvester. Let's start this. Oh, it's still got the course, I think. No, it's not. It's got the. Right, let's change it. So we want field 30. Which, luckily, the one good thing is we will have already made this. Clear load. Activate. Fantastic. Now then I can say I'm about to reverse out, I think. Yes, it was a real pleasure to see that class. It was a real beaut. So I would imagine a few £100,000 worth. I often see the Dominators in Britain. A lot of farmers tend to have that quite a bit. I don't see the posh ones a lot. So this was a farm that was doing terribly well to afford that. Right, so then, and first, and go. Should have the straw swath enabled. Let's jump in 1 second, just in case I've clicked a button. I know what I'm like. Because the straw is part of our strategy. Apologies for him trampling the crop without. Very, very hilly fields. It is. It's beautiful, but it is beauty at a cost. I'll use swathing. You are indeed. That looks like straw to me. Right, so then we want to be getting on with bringing that up. And then we really need to get the animals fed whilst we're doing this. So, yeah, actually I think I might time that. It's because you're just free to concentrate on like the animals, and it's not. Yeah, it's true. We will have a chat next session, I think. Well, we'll have a chat at the end, but what I mean is a proper good chat. I'll probably be out of the doldrums at that point as well. So it does gut you a bit, and you tend to be a bit down. So I shall wallow a little. No, I won't wallow. It's pointless. But and then records. Sort of do that. But he might. Ooh, he might moan a bit. We're a bit close. Let's wait. That really records. Yeah, not best of yields off this, even though it's a really nice field. It's small. It is. There's no escaping from this fact. I was a little bit shocked by the yields, to be honest. Oh, that's right. I should have known that was going to happen. Yeah, it does get blocked. We chop the... Oh! No, of course I've rolled it back. We did chop the trees, but obviously we haven't chopped the trees this time. This is the offending branch. Yes, no it is. Now that is interesting. I wonder if it's been programmed. I didn't know you could do that. That if you hit the woods, you're allowed to chop it. Because I chopped this branch off in a minute because we hit it. Okay. Now we're not. That's different. Ah, no, it's not. This is it. This is the one. I do like the way that the wood has been programmed to go into the ground when you do it. Let's just get past the window and then we'll let the work carry on. Scrape the edge a little, I think, and then we will go into a time lapse. That is about it. Right, so let's set the baler early this time because last time we didn't. Right, we need. This is a bit of a traffic jam now. Yeah, we need to get them in order. and not attack the Massey. It's not a good idea. Oh, it's the darkness of the thing. You can't see it. I'm going to crash into that one. It's come a little bit wider and I've not got much room. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Right, that's that. Now then, let's pull this. Yeah, but then we're going to get out of the way of the baler. No, I don't think you can jump it. Right, let's try that. Now this may actually be on the... No, it won't because we rolled it back. Yeah, it's forgotten everything we did this session. Completely. Right, so field 30, and it's going to clang though. Field 30, 5.7 meter clear, load, activate. Perfect timing. That is a monster. Fantastic. Right, so let's go and do the animals, at least to get that done. And we are going to go into a time lapse, yeah. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out the time lapse. We're about done. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've done better this time or worse. Really not sure. We've definitely got way more bales. I did a lot more loose last time, so I think I left the harvest much. No, I've not really done that much this time, so I don't know. I don't know if maybe I've done better. But I say there's more bales to collect, and so I was going to lose a bale last time because there were less bales. The other thing is we have got the field to do let me show you here, because I can't remember its name, and I couldn't remember it last time either. Chickpeas. Yeah, the chickpeas field. I was right. Its straw amount is terrible. I did say that. I thought it was really very weak. The windrows were weak, and I was right. It was really quite poor. So we can easily do that loose, even if we have to go specially, because we're not even going to fill one load at the moment. So yeah, we'll do that. Not this session, but I mean we will do a separate session where we get the rest of the straw in. Get all of this clean-up done with the loose, everything that's left. And the bale is still cracking on. Just clean up all the edges, all these little tufts, and then that is it. For this session, I mean, yeah. Let's just check down there. I think we did that one. We did that one over there. It's just this one here. I think there's a little bit too much for this trader, I think, if we get the same as like last time, which we should do, unless of course I didn't really take over much. So normally when you overtake, when you take over, because sometimes you as a human don't quite do it as well as the AI, but that looks a bit full to me. It does, but we shall see. I'm sure it's a little bit more than this trailer could cope with. I did it on the biggie last time, so it's going to be close. But I'm sure there's a couple of tons over. Something like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, you were almost exact. Okay, well let's leave that like that. Let's run that to the normal silo, and then I think, well, I don't know though. No, I reckon we'll keep it in this one, and we'll do the big one. This, I had to, yeah, I've got to say, for saying these two are on paper identical in almost everywhere. 7.4 tons, 8.2 tons. That 0.7 of a ton made all the difference. But I've got to be honest, I don't think it's just that. Even though the engines are identical, like the case has definitely got the upper hand. So I don't know, the fact that the Bureau's like had its weight put up doesn't seem to have made much of a difference to its actually performance. It's not quite as good. Still not, it's not terrible. I'm not trying to sort of like really belabor it and say, oh my life is terrible. What I'm saying is, it really isn't quite as good as the equivalent normal, even though it's very little in it on paper. There really is in reality. Could not pull up that hill, even though weight-wise it's only a little bit different. And it wasn't just weight; it just hadn't got the guts. And yet the case had, and it's the same. So I'm really a little bit unsure as to why that is the case. If you'll, yeah. I love it when they've got the veil pusher on. They just literally do not care and just go straight through it. Right, so then, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I'll leave that trundling for just while we're talking. So, yeah, we've done all the animals. I think we did everything. I'm sure we did. Well, they were all right already. Yeah, we did do the slurry, did do the manure. Yeah, we did. We did everything. So, it's just a matter of cleanup and, yeah, next session, that's it. And obviously get this little bit of tonnage out again next time, and then that's it. So yeah, all that remains to be said for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.